Okay guys, I'm going to be teaching you a trick to memorize polyatomic ions. So first you would write knit the baby camel an inch. Oops, I should have capitalized the inch so you guys would know that's an ion. An inch clam for supper. In Phoenix. Okay, so when you see Nick, that is starts with an N, so that is like nitrogen. B, you take the BR. This one's C, so be C right here. I, iodine. This is Cl. And supper is S, and Phoenix is P. And then the vowels, which are A, E, I, O, U, are the charges, while the consonants, which are not the vowels, are the... Wait, actually, I messed up. This is the oxygen. So the vowels are the oxygen, and the consonants are the charges. So right here, Nick. So this has 1, 2, 3 consonants, which means, so you just put O for that means like oxygen, and then you put 3 because there's 3 consonants, and you put 1 minus because that's the charge. The same thing would be BR. So BR is O, and then you count 1, 2, 3, 3, and 1 minus, like that. And same with camel. There are 1, 2, 3. So that'll be right here, and there's 2 charges, so it'll be 2 minus right there. And I is this has 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 minus. CL clam has 1, 2, 3, and it has 1 charge. And then for this one, it has 1, 2, 3. Oh, I did that wrong. U is a vowel, so okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll put 4 right here and 2 minus. And for Phoenix, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 right here and 2. And the NO3 1 minus, this one you know would be nitrate. These are all the ones with the suffix ate. This one is bromate. This one is carbonate. Ionate, chlorate, sulfate, and then PO42, this is phosphate. Okay, and now after you finish all of this, you want to find the ITE. So we know that this is nitrate, and nitrate is NO2 minus, and nitrate is NO3 minus. So it becomes, once it's like, I has one more oxygen than 8. So what you want to think about is like when you remember the 8 ending, it has more oxygen than I, because like 8 sounds like you after you ate, which means past tense. When you have food, you have more oxygen than I. So that's how. So if you want to go back, that's I. Same with other ones such as sulfite. Sulfite is SO3 2 minus. I just take it from here and I put I instead. And then this one becomes sulfate, which is SO4 2 minus. And the next one you want to memorize is hydrogen. Sulfite, which is just an extra H, so it's HSO4 minus. And since it's hydrogen, it could also be bisulfate because hydrogen means bi, so it'd be bisulfate too. Our next one that we want to memorize is phosphate. Phosphate is right here. You don't need to memorize it, so you just put PO4 2 minus, and that's that you know is phosphate. Another one you want to memorize is the carbonate. So carbonate over here, take it, you do the same thing. So it's CO3 2 minus, which is carbonate. Okay. Carbonate. And then you take it and you also have bicarbonate. So it's HCO3 minus. So, oh, I thought that, oh no. This one, you loses its charge, so it just becomes, like whenever it becomes like a hydrogen, it loses its charges, like over here, like it loses the charge. So this just becomes hydrogen carbonate. Okay, the next one you want to memorize is chromate. This one is a little bit more difficult, but it's CrRO4 2 minus, which is chromate. And then the next one would be CR2O7 2 minus, and this is dichromate. Di means 2, and you see the 2 right here means 2. So that's important. Another one that you want to memorize is the cyanide. Cyanide right over here. So it's Cn minus. It's just cyanide. There's like no charges or anything. SCN minus, diocyanide. MnO4. That's a weird one. 4 minus, that's permanganate. So this one is a little bit longer. So it is CiO. You want to go in, like, for people who like seeing patterns and stuff, a good way to memorize is, I'll show you guys the pattern first. So the pattern is, so you let A stand for a non-metal, and you use 1 minus charge for the overall charge of the ion for like illustrative purposes, but it could be like any number. So the labeling scheme is A minus, AO minus, AO2 minus. This means this is a subscript. So AO2 minus, AO3 minus, and AO4 minus. And the names are ide, hypo, A. And the last one is per, A8. And there are some exceptions like to this, but a lot of them have this. So I'm gonna write CiO minus, CiO2 minus, CiO3 minus, and CiO4 minus. So basically, we can skip the first one right here, but we're gonna jump into I. So this, is chlor. This one would be hypo, because the very first one, and it doesn't have an oxygen. So it'd be hypo chlor I. Okay, and basically, one less is hypo. So if it's one less from here, from this one to this one, this one is like 0, like 1. One less means that it becomes hypo, which means kind of like loses. And then this one is chloride. This one is chlorate. Following the pattern. This one is chlorate. It has the per in it because it's the fourth. It goes down like that. Another one to memorize is BrO3 minus, which is bromate. IO3 minus, which is iodate. Acetate's a little bit more difficult, but it's just here. It's C2H3O2 minus acetate. OH minus is hydroxide. This one is pretty obvious, and these ones are the more commonly used ones, so these ones should be easy. And ammonium is the only one that has a positive charge out of all these, and these are all the important ones.